All right, so round 2. That went poorly. So bows are us v2. Hardcore, yes, I'm aware. Man.
Good day.
All right, we need to take a teeny tiny bit of gold. Just, look, it already still has 10,000 in there. That way we can start with a bow.
Hi there. Yes?
All right, well, I guess we're going to grab that one. We're going to grab that one too. But for now, that's not what I meant to do. Why is it so difficult to pick anything up? All right, we are on players 8 now. I don't trust it. Let's see if it shows when I come back in. Sometimes this happens.
Good day.
All right, 1 second. Gotta exit the game, relaunch it. I don't know why it does this sometimes, where the essentially inputs or commands don't work. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. Boom. It usually only happens if you like go in and exit a game numerous times. So, you know. Boom, boom. Okay, so it was actually set to 8, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure. Because those first few levels are actually very important starting off. And we just got our first tier rune too. So we might need more arrows. I should have bought a Tome of Identify. Alright, so level 1. We'll do Magic Arrow. Starts off being not super great, but... Ooh, hello. I will happily take that.
I need mana.
Well, good news. We have a couple of mana potions already.
Not enough mana.
Wonderful. This will get us a couple of levels real quick, thankfully.
I need mana.
Grand Charm this early? I didn't realize I can get that. We're just going to work on getting Magic Arrow down to be essentially 0 cost again. We'll worry about stats and everything else once we are doing, once this wears off. But all of these need to just die real quick. The zombies give a ton of experience starting off, so that's what's important. However, if I make a run for it, I could probably just like launch a few of these over here. Find more zombies or get to the cold plains, that'd be ideal. The experience train definitely helps out here. There's a lot of zombies. Grab the scepter, because that will give us some gold. Man, finding experience shrine at the very start, I'll take that for sure.
I need mana.
Alright, let's go this way. And again, I did not enable chip gems, which I should have, because that would have actually been of real help. But I'm dumb, so there's that. To be fair, I was like, oh, no, I won't need them. I'm doing fine with my bows on. Well, spoiler alert, I wasn't doing fine. I died. I died in an area where I thought I was going to be perfectly fine. So, a little bit more fragile than I thought is what that means. I think what I should do is try to find a, like, 1 to mana bow. What level are we? We're already level 7. Okay. There's a 0.7. It doesn't even require 1. I am surprised I died, though. Really am. I was like, no, I'm perfectly fine. Nope. Was not. I mean, it's not like we had particularly good stuff, though we did have a couple of good rings for the 1 to mana after each kill, but hopefully we can find those again pretty quickly. Because I don't want to use the ones that are in my stash. I don't know why I keep things in my stash, because I don't really need to at this point, but...
I need mana. Turn back. Halt.
I will not turn back. I will not halt. Yeah, I'm just... Can't believe I messed it up that way, but... I have... Oh, Jesus. Hi, all of you. Well, this would be a level right here, that's for sure. Ow.
I need mana.
You also need health. Extra strong kind of hurts, just so you know. Did I see? Oh, ring, yes. It's like, I know I saw something drop that I wanted. Yep, that would be it. Another extra strong, huh?
I need mana.
No, you don't. You're good. We drank a potion. Don't worry about it. Okay, we need to go to town. Just nope out of that for a moment. What's that?
What can I do
Charcy.
for you?
Weapons, socket, attack rating. See, I would like to find a hunter's bow that has... like 1 to mana after each kill, but... Okay, let's make sure I'm not going to die first, then I'm going to do a tiny bit of farming.
Greetings.
It's better than what we have now. Bar's pretty low. So the 3 stocks would be good if I had like 22 jewels, but... Aim damage on striking wouldn't be bad. So I like the crossbow I've got, but it's not the most ideal thing.
Yes.
Because it's so slow, I will just end up dying. If I can get mana after each kill on my weapon, that would help.
What you need?
It would help a lot, actually. I am the Grand Priestess Akara. I'm sure you are. Ah, great. That's actually really good to have right now. Sure. Ooh, replenish life. That's a good start. 2 mana. Sure, we'll take it. That costs 8,000 to do. Okay, we just got notably better. So I have 1 skill point. So I could put... Let's get this up a couple of levels, because I think I'm pretty good where I'm at. And now if I do something like that, they will die, right? Or not. Nope, they will not. Okay. Well, I was a bit wrong, obviously. I do want that throwing knife, though. It's myself for a decent amount. Quilted armor. That's a good find. And we're also level 10, meaning we can grab a Mercenario. Mercenario. Level 12 for exploding arrow, huh? Well, let's grab Gale. Gale of Darkness. You can have that one.
Put that to good use.
And since I'm here, let's just double check. Did you get something better?
Good day.
After I sell you these for 1,500, they did not go up at all. They were the same price. Tempting. 4 to max damage, jeez. So it took us an hour and a half last night to save Cain. Hopefully we can do a little bit better than that today. Okay, I would like for him to not hit me. I have no mana. See, the general idea was that poison was going to help me out there, and it's not really doing as much as I was hoping. Really isn't. Take that sash though. 4 mana. Honestly, we need that right now. Don't really need that. Ooh, those could be potentially good. More leather gloves. Damn. Let's get rid of Oozehorn over there. Two rings, because again, like, all this could be amazing. Poison, cold. Okay, that kind of sucks. But here, you get to have them. 1 to max damage. More gold, I guess. I don't really need that. Oh yeah, Mindweaver the Dark. Alright, another level 12. Okay, so she is now level 10. And she has 12, she'll get Exploding Arrow, which will help. I can get Exploding Arrow. takes a lot of mana, but it could do good things like right here. Like let me get surrounded and then just kind of blow them all up. So I've changed how I was doing things compared to last time. Teeny tiny bit. Alright, let's get rid of the champion. Fallen Shaman. Yes, I know there's some. Also, I can see a lot more stuff since there's not gold everywhere. Oh, we'll just keep giving you potions. That worked out well. And then we can get rid of the Mooncrawler. Extra fast. Me, I'm fast, boy. Oh, we have a small charm. Alright, so all these charms can be super useful. That one, not so much. That one is. Okay. No. Yep. What was that? 2 to mana. Honestly, I think the 2 to mana is better right now than the 1 to max damage. Embarrassingly enough. Looks like we're doing okay. Let's get rid of Sinbang. We're about to get cornered, or surrounded. Sure you do. You're also about to need HP, but I think we'll be okay for the moment. I was kind of hoping I would level from that, but no such luck, huh? No, we are now level 13, so are we... I don't think we're above it. I don't know what the level thresholds for each area are. It really benefits you to just keep moving forward. Alright, we're gonna... Apparently I hit caps lock at some point. Get back to players 1. Because honestly, like, I'm not making any progress, which is an issue. I think I will be better off doing players 1, and I'll still be like the same level because of the sheer amount of enemies I have to kill regardless. I'll just die quicker. The only issue is I don't get as much experience and drops, so. Honestly, it's kind of better.
I'll put that to good use.
Much unlike that. Okay, so these are all players 1. That was fine. See, that's how I need it to go. Where they die moderately quickly. So if I do this, 13 to 24, yeah, that's doubles. That's better. Probably. I don't know if I should do exploding arrow or multi-arrow. I don't know which one would be better. Yeah, Yeah, the drop pool is much different on Players 1. That's not what I needed. If I can find another one in mana ring, that would help out a good bit too. All of you, come here. Come hither. What? Okay, killing everything has no purpose right now. Great. That was bad. This costs 5.5. Whole lot less drops, but should be fine. Less chance of me dying this early on. Actually, that's not ideal, but I mean, it's early levels that were the very important ones. These, from here on, is just kill things. I will get experience. But I'm definitely past the experience level for this area. Takes 0.8. That's not too bad. This should give me a decent amount of mana back. The issue is I just get surrounded still. I gotta wipe everything out. The genocide of the stalkers. Rare boots. Like, if I was strong enough, I would say, well, let's just do players 5. That'd be awesome, but because players 6, 7, and 8 just gives more experience, doesn't give more drops. Players 5 is where it caps out at. Damn it. Yeah, we'll take her out. Why not? Just realized I don't have mana potion in that slot. Huh. Let's head on in here and just start firing away as I slowly get surrounded. Where is she? Do you want me to join your army of the dead? Is that what you want? Would that make you happy? Might make you very happy.
Join my army of the dead.
No. I will take your armor. And that armor.
Rest in peace, sister.
Picked up a lot of garbage. Ow.
Good evening. Better than what we got. 1 mana after each kill. That'd be really good if I was a melee user. 9 to life, probably not terrible, but six to life we'll hold on to. Oh, those do not change in price like ever, do they? Alright, let's go back to the waypoint and make our way through. There's must be to the left up here. Let's get rid of Snot Shank. Since we're here, grab those two. It's amazing what just having one demand after each kill does. Helps so much. Okay.
So this happens to me a lot ever since I got a crown on one of my teeth, but I had a popcorn kernel stuck in between 2 teeth for a few days. Could not get it. Finally got it today. It's amazing how sore just a popcorn kernel can make your teeth in your mouth. That's weird. Well, let's see if that's any good. Probably not, but we're gonna check. Actually, it kind of is. Or it could be at least. Yeah. So you notice we go into the Stony Plains and we immediately start getting a lot more experience. Also, things are not dying nearly as quickly as I thought they would. Is he going to teleport away? He is not. He may have just killed Rakanishu. Nope, he's still alive. No luck for you, bud. No luck for you. Oh boy. Just take them all out this way. You need if the explosion radius like increased as you level it up, but it doesn't do that. Sure would be pretty cool if you did though. Oh, didn't realize you were a champion. A little bit more damage. So I haven't put any points into evade or pierce, crit, or any of that yet. Probably should. Definitely wouldn't hurt. I can't believe I let myself die. I was not paying attention to my health at all. I'm just gonna edit those two into one VOD, not have it be two separate. The good news is I'm wearing the same clothes. Same shirt at least. So it won't look completely weird, but I'm not, honestly not concerned at all. If people want to judge me for wearing the same clothes on multiple days on stream, that's fine. Wouldn't be the first time. But when literally the only thing you did in it was sit at a computer and play video games, doesn't really get dirty. If I go out and do something, yeah, no, it goes into the dirty clothes bin. But most of the time when I'm home, I don't even wear a shirt, so literally the shirt's just on for the stream. That's it. Level 14. Well, let's see if we can find the waypoint. Kill all of them. Try to at least. 0.6. Yeah, it's still 8 levels away from being free, which is probably fine. Like right now I have really low mana, but as I start getting like some gear, it should help. Alright, got the waypoint. Just a couple of those over there, kill a few things. think that should have given me more mana than it did, but I guess not a whole lot actually died. Level 5 ring and level 2 ring, huh? Time for some faster cast rate. Not quite what we need, guys. Oh, yeah. It's a chunk of enemies right there. Oh no, not archers. I don't like you. Archers scare me. Sure you do. Let's get rid of all of you. Cute. You thought you could teleport away, huh? Nah, that's not how this works. Take care of her with her little aura she's got. I think she's so cute. And we found a Biggins bonnet last time. That was so nice. It helped a lot with the mana issues. Oh. I forgot to look at the bite. So the other day I got bit by, I'm pretty sure Brown Recluse, not something you really want to get bit by. Fortunately, I don't seem to have an adverse reaction to it. Some people do. Dodge. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright. Oh, there went all my skill points. So I would like to be on players 5 for the drops, because the extra drops definitely help with finding stuff, but I'm trying not to die this time. I mean, I was trying not to die last time too, and it failed, but that's not the point, okay? Minor details. Oh, someone had spectral hit. That's right. Run up to me and then die. That's the best way to do it. I appreciate it, guys. That was not smart of me, but I think I'm okay. That is a lie. You have plenty of mana. Very well.
I'll put that to good use.
Now we'll hold on to it for a moment. Oh. 2 to energy? Sure. It's not much, but it helps. Ring drop. Need to go check to see if it's rare or not. It'd be great if I could make it to where only rare rings make a sound, or have the pillar. Like rare and obviously unique, not but not magic ones. Ooh, ow. He's an issue with his extra strong. Like, explosive arrow works great for when an enemy is trying to crowd around me like that. If I can survive long enough to hit level 24, then we can get Immolation Arrow, and that will just destroy everything. 12? Oh, 4. Okay, she's had... Okay, didn't realize she's had that. Let's do this. Ooh, that was a lot of enemies over there. Okay.
Not enough mana.
I think we should be okay to swap to Magic Arrow now. Extra fast also means extra fast attack speed. About to hit level 16 in a moment. I will say that the life leech is it's putting in some work over here. More than you would think. I wonder if like just a triple tiered bow would honestly be enough for multi-shotting. I don't know. It's worth considering. That went better than expected. Beep. Oh, there are a lot of you over there. That's more damage. Could probably use that right about now. Nope, nothing good there. Just launch a few of these into the abyss. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Really nice when she does that. Just lights up the whole room. Because there are so many enemies for it to spread to. Apparently a lot of things died down there. I mean, I can just pretty much fire an arrow anywhere, and it's gonna hit something. Faster cast rate. Stamina. It's just a matter of will I kill whatever I hit. No promises. Magic Arrow comes in clutch because it doesn't actually use arrows. And also, apparently, the pierce that it has is ridiculous, so I'm gonna stick with that for sure. Okay, still doing all right over here. See, I'm just trying to get through, and it's even just trying to walk through is not possible. You gotta kill everything. Like, if multi-shot would actually kill things in a timely manner, I would dump points into that, but it doesn't at the moment, so it's kind of an issue. By a timely manner, I mainly mean for the mana recharge at this rate. I mean, I could fire enough arrows that they would eventually die. It's just going to take a bit. Okay, let's get rid of you and your ghostly self. A lot of things that have range out here. Not a fan. Possess, I don't see ghostly, so we're okay there. Berserker dies instantly. At least since I have to stop and kill everything, I don't typically run out of stamina with this character. Oh, damn, that's nice. Alright, Alright, Treehead, we need to take care of you first. Now, all of you.
I need mana.
Ah. Scroll of Inifis. I'm thinking maybe bone crossbow. Getting multi-shot up to 5 would probably be best. I think that gives me 7 arrows at that point. Yeah. Didn't even mean to pick that up. Back to the Sony field that we pretty much full cleared. Almost. Yeah, not much left over here. 16. Amulet. Take that. Ooh, rare amulet. Okay. What do we got? Wow, that sucks. You can have it.
I'll put that to good use.
I'm sure you will. A scimitar. Oh, I'm out of mana.
I need mana.
Yeah, we have enough. Oh, no, what you're talking about. Plenty of mana. Take out all the archers, though. You and your aura enchanted. No, sir. I'm sorry, did you just shoot me with an arrow? That's rude. I don't think I gave you permission to do that. Okay, you are actually really dangerous. You're extra strong. No. Let's take out all the carvers over there.
Not enough.
He had friends over there, so that worked out. Old Griswold didn't stand a chance, now did he? I think we'll just use one of these. Just make sure it's not an issue as we take out all of you. I'm honestly surprised he survived that, being a berserker. Health is not one of the things they have a lot of. Hello, everyone. Jeez.
Deckard, Cain, go to the rogue's camp without delay.
I don't think he's getting delayed. Don't worry. The question is, can he get to his town portal without delay? I'm shooting a well. That's not what I wanted. Shoot him. Thank you. Ooh, Death's gloves. Okay, nice to have.
I need mana.
Just don't let them get near you, and all's well. However, there's someone shooting me. God, so many still. I was really hoping that amulet would be even somewhat decent, and it was nowhere close. Didn't find my stuff. My name is Deckard Cain, and I come from Tristram. If you're looking for Diablo, then you've just missed him. Give those to her for now. Yeah. Forward mana is comically important for me. Oh.
I'll put that to good
Take the
use.
slightly better ones. How about that? Yeah, she's got this. Alright, now to make our way to the next area, to the Black Marsh, where hopefully we have a better run to the tower than we did previously. That definitely didn't help things. Alright, so this time only took us, how long have we been recording for? 46 minutes to rescue Cain instead of the hour and a half because we're not playing on player's 8 the whole time. Right, let's see if this is going to bite me in the ass or not. Yes. Yes, it will. However, if I put myself in the corner, it actually helps a lot. Limits how many can actually come hit me at a time. Alright. I lost a bit of health, but should be okay. I'm going to start firing off. See, I love when that happens. They just all die immediately, like they're supposed to. Works so much better. Alright, really don't want to get frozen. That would be very bad, actually.
I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, technically what I had on was better, but ethereal, so, you know, do with that as you will. Yeah, almost level 17. Perfect. Especially as we come into the Black Marsh. Oh, you guys have more health. So many archers. The archers are the main thing that I have to worry about. Because they can overload me so quickly. Nope. We're just going to run back and just drop a bunch of these in there. Specifically right there and over here. All of you jerks are. And yes, the brutes are dangerous, but I can probably work with them without an issue. Just teleportation. Extra strong. Extra dead. Something like that. Actually, still alive. Now dead. Took a moment. Ew, that's a lot. I want nothing to do with everything that's going on right there. do both. Let's use the other one. Don't worry about it. Ow. Oh, she died. That's not good. Alright, well, that burned through all of my potions, pretty much. Let's get rid of all of you. And I'm going to bring back my mercenary, because I kind of need her.
Yes.
Just an extra body to, you know, stop damage. Oh, that's not good. Nope. Nope. There's our first one. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, man. Do this. Whereas, you know, like 3 Talrons would also work really well right now, but... Alright, let's continue. Yes, he got overwhelmed and killed earlier, so not ideal. Probably not worth much. And no good drops. Yes, if I'd been on players 5 or 8, I would have died. 100%. That would have been game over again. Alright, you little jerks can go away. I'm going. I see you. So the brutes can do a lot of damage, and then the archers can just kind of pick me off, which is the issue. Extra strong as a modifier doesn't help on a brute either. That's for sure. Okay. Alright, that worked well. I'll take it. An explosive arrow we trust. Holy crap. Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Potion. I just need I need a hole. So I can get out of here. Alright. That could have ended poorly. Need all the Bloodhawks to die, and I need a couple of potions to restock. Kinda surprised at the lack of potions that dropped there. Regret my life choices. Who is cursed? You are. So run over there. You. No? I don't know. Someone is, and it kind of sucks. they got me. So many archers. Archers scare me. So we haven't found the tower or the waypoint. I'd like to find at least one. Preferably sooner more so than later. Alright, well I just carried everything into a circle. Great. Clear path for me. And someone is cursed. Not sure who. But whoever it is needs to die. Like, if they would all just bunch up together, that'd be awesome. Just saying.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, that checks out. 28 to 44. It's not a whole lot of damage, but hopefully it's enough. Mana potion spam! Especially against all these little birds. The Bloodhawks. That's really what we're using for. Try and wipe them out. Jerks. I feel like mulch shot's really gonna come in clutch, like, as I get stronger. Until then, I don't know. But we're gonna try. A buckler? My favorite item. How'd you know? I would like that charm, thank you. Okay, we're gonna try to... No. Nope, we're just gonna get surrounded again.
I need mana.
Well, good news. There's a potion right there. Go grab it. Thanks. Grab the amulet. Jesus, okay. Run. And fire. Fire! Yeah, so players 1, and I'm struggling this much. That should tell you everything you need to know about how kind of weak it is. That's fine. The potential's there. It's just, it starts off very weak.
Not enough mana.
Nope, we're just gonna pop that potion and go to town. Spray and pray, baby. This anxiety-inducing. Imagine doing cows. The cows are actually really difficult to do, not because of the damage, but because there's an illegal spawn point in the cow level, and it can just crash the game. Because if an enemy spawns in an illegal spawn point, game just crashes. It's really annoying. But it's fun. It should be interesting to see if I can actually beat normal. I just died a little while ago, unfortunately, in the Black Marsh. So we had to start again. I need to find the waypoint. Where the hell is it? Usually I play on like players 5 or players 8, that way I get better drops. Can't do that. Oh, man, we don't get that lucky too often. That's not happening.
Good day.
You good as? Yeah, you're just over in his little area. Yeah, that didn't sell for much. Trying to find another 1 to mana after each kill ring, and that's not happening. Buy that back. Didn't mean to sell that one. You can chill over there now. No, I won't sell you. It's so much more expensive to do that, but... Alright, come on, Taleth. That's all we need from you, baby. Tower, super dangerous. For obvious reasons. Good news, plenty of mana potions here. Just kill things as they come through the door. Yeah, I did a true Bowadin the other day where I used it was hacked gear, but the ideal like quote unquote perfect build for an Bowadin, you know, with Dream, Dragon, all that fun stuff. And I died in hell, Act 1. But up until then, it was easy street. Let me tell you, it was essentially a walking simulator. A lot of people were very unhappy about that run, but it's fine. And I tried to give all disclosures, like, hey, this is nowhere close to being a legit thing. This is just for fun, and people were still very unhappy. It honestly, in my multiple years on YouTube, I think it's my most controversial video series I've done, which says something because I've done some things that I thought people would truly hate over the years. As a joke. Like, I used plumber's putty once as a clay bar for a car. Granted, yes, it was disclosed as a joke, but so was that run. And that video didn't even get nearly as much hate as this one did. Oh boy. Yep, we're just gonna launch a few of these over there. Thanks, guys. You just stay over there. Thanks. You don't need to be here. Oh, I'm down one of each, huh? Well, good news, there's one of each. Extra fast, extra dead. Now, I try to be transparent about the mods I'm using as well, because, you know, some people get a little upset when you're using mods and all that, but I've been playing this game for 26 years. I gotta do something to change it up every now and then, you know? And that thing just happens to be mods. Yeah. Take that. Mana just doesn't go very far, does it? Hunter's bow. 2 seconds. One amount of each kill? No. I'll sell it. Let me grab that amulet. It's not anything good. But I have 2. Yeah, replenish life 2. Honestly. Okay, I guess we're not going to grab you. Oh. Thank you. Super good to have. There we go. Is it a good one is the question. Just pepper spray the area. 2. We're gonna hear that a lot, aren't we? Probably. Yeah, 10 to mana. Better than 2 to mana. Kinda sucks. 1 to energy. Well, that's just garbage. Good enough. We'll hold on to it. Level 18. We just unlocked a new thing. Get penetrate. Don't really need that. What's my attack rating? Get 95 right now. We're still doing okay. It wouldn't hurt to do Valkyrie, but Valkyrie, eventually. Hello, everyone. But that's not until level 30, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. Oh, great. Someone died from poison is what that was. I always try to keep my belt filled just in case. I don't, like, a lot of times I won't use a potion unless I absolutely need to. Read that in just a sec once I'm not at risk of dying. Let's see, the modding breathes new life to a 25-year-old game. I still haven't think about playing a mob. I don't know which will suit me. Path of Diablo is pretty cool. Diablo 2 Reimagined is pretty fun. I started a playthrough of it. I have not played more of it. I need to. It just has a couple of small things that I don't like. The main thing is it has what's called charm weight. So you can only use a certain amount of charms. Come on, man. Just let me use all the charms. And I don't know if there's any way to increase your charm weight. I haven't looked into it. But otherwise, it is a large overhaul of the game. Lots of new, all new uniques, legendaries, rares, rune words, skill rebalances, all the things you could think of. So, definitely kind of recommend that one to try out. Right now, I just kind of do expanded synergies and then do crazy monster densities. I don't actually know if it's 100 because I don't know what it caps out at. But it's a lot, so I set it to 100. Do with that as you will. Clearing out the Den of Evil sucks. I can tell you that much. I still need to. I was waiting until I had, better gear for it. Which I guess I can do after this. Nope, don't spectral hit me. Spectral hit usually means ice, and ice is bad. Pretty sure I just heard a charm drop. Yeah, like I've always wanted to try out a true Bowadin, but it's just so stupidly expensive to do so. I was like, all right, I'll just mod in this stuff myself. Problem solved. Yeah, people were not thrilled about that. Kind of made me laugh a bit. I also try not to use equipment that I find on my other runs. I don't know why I keep it all. I guess in case I decide to do a run where I'm like, yeah, let's use everything I found. You know, haven't done it yet. Come on, grab the charm. No, that's not ideal. I don't want anything to do with you. Grab that. It'd be real great if you just drop Teleth to start with. That way I don't have to keep doing this. the stealth would be really beneficial on this character. So much. Tal-Ith. Yep, that's pretty close. Oh, my glove broke.
Oh, the tower's trope, or the ticket.
Yes, indeed. Take all of it, so that way I can actually pick up the things I need, please. Yeah. I would like another MP2. So I could load up a bow with Tal runes, which would help. It would give me poison damage, so that way anything I hit kind of dies.
When I
Plunge Life 3 is really good, actually. The Tinda Mana also really helps right now, which kind of sucks that it does. We'll hold on to that. I may use it. That's not what I meant to do. My God, let me deposit. Alright, you guys are also players aided, which means the den may be as well, so we're just gonna boop bop. I don't want that players aided. Let's go do another tower run. Yay. I'm gonna do it on arrows 265. Alright, we're still good. The good news is we got a really good waypoint to
this land of the shadow.
tower spawn. He's trying to teleport away. Look at him go. I think they were stuck. Yeah, so there's a few spots where I will likely have to reduce the monster density because of illegal spawns. Just because they crash the game, which is highly frustrating when it happens. But I know where most of them are, so if it happens, you know, I try to just take those slowly to mitigate it. I don't know if it actually does or not, but... This is definitely my slowest character yet. Well, no, the slowest would definitely be if I do the Summon Druid, which I started. I don't know, it's hard for me to do the Summon Druid. It's so slow. Like, I want to be involved, and I can't be. Ow, that's a lot of archers in a very small spot. Don't do that. Now, an Elemental Druid does awesome. As I'm sure surprises no one. I didn't need to do it that way. There we go. Perfect. There's a lot of groupings in here, so explosive error actually kind of makes more sense. Like that. Right there. The only thing I'm looking at right now is my health, because that's how I lost my other character. I was not paying attention to my health, and I didn't realize I was as slow as I was and just dead. Happens. Also, being on players 1 isn't much of, oh my god, no. Much of a detriment when it comes to experience, only on drops. Only because you kill so much stuff that you're gonna get levels. Like, it's not a question. Alright. Oh, no, there were still a lot more enemies than I anticipated. It would be kind of neat to do a map hack, though, that displays monsters. I'll have to see if I can find a mod for that, because just seeing the, like, it would just be all, just so much. I think it'd be kind of funny. It doesn't help in any way when it comes to, like, actually telling you what's going on, but it would be funny, I think. I was really hoping to get Talath, but we'll see if I end up getting lucky on this one or not. Probably not. Also, I should probably grab some arrows just to be safe. Yep, I assume that's what would be waiting. Nope. Did that quickly. I just heard the dodge happen. No, I don't like how much it's around me. Seed Fester. You get to see all the names doing this, by the way. All of them. Ow. Yep, time to heal that off. Ooh, a sash. Take that. Yeah, looks like we're fine for a moment. Eh. 4 mana. 8 mana. Hey, it's better. I didn't see anything else I had. Checks out. Yeah, we'll let Cain identify the rest of that. That way I'm not wasting all my scrolls. How did... must come from the barrel. It's like, how's gold dropping? We have gold disabled. If I don't have gold disabled, you can't see any drops on the ground. Which kind of sucks, because, like, I would like it if gold would drop and just... We got another Talburn. I would like it if gold would drop, but not show up, if that makes sense. Like, I could still pick it up, but no. I don't have a method of doing that yet. I haven't figured it out. Alright, let's go clear the Den of Evil. I'm gonna fix my posture over here.
Hello.
Oh, Gale wasn't doing well. She was almost dead. That's not good.
Greetings.
Even better than what we had. We got, what, 3? Damn. Alright, let's go clear the Den of Evil now that we can actually, like, feasibly kill things. Because otherwise, it is not a good life choice to try and do it early. If you don't have some sort of AoE, it just goes terribly. You know what? Oh, 10 mana. I can shoot 6 times.
I hear foul creatures about.
This is why I need the more mana after each kill. 100%. And mana leech, you know, all the things that normal people get, but I somehow don't have them ever. Come on. There we go. Like the kind of nice thing is, like, with the insane monster density, if I just spray and pray with multi-shot, it kind of works pretty well. All things considered. But she needs mana. It's always fun to try and find the one fallen that gets revived. Because there's always at least one. This way, and then when I have the mana, just shoot it out. I assumed to have stealth before this, that way it had a little bit more mana recovery, but you know, works what we get, right? Or lack thereof. The good news is, like, anything I hit dies immediately, so silver lining. Hey, finally an MP potion.
I need mana.
Yep, one. See, one revive back there. That's what they do.
Not enough mana.
Trying to make me miss them. If I can kill them with ice, it helps, because then they can't be revived, but... Trying to hide over there. How did I miss you?
I need mana. I need mana.
I do this stuff too, but the game will crash so dense. It can. So it's not actually the density per se that crashes it, it's the illegal spawn points. Essentially, if a monster spawns out of balance, which can happen on a few maps, crash. Yeah, loot filters are my best friend right now, and there are not any good ones to use. There's one that I found that was super awesome that I would love to use. However, I can't get it to load, so I'm not using it.
Not enough mana.
What's your favorite character so far to do it with? Blizzless. I don't believe so. Private Realm? How does that work? Ooh, very true. First season just started. I assume you connect via TCP/IP somehow? Or does it have its own, like, BattleNet override that connects into it? Does it have any quality of life improvements or anything, or? Still more than 5 remaining, huh?
I need mana.
Definitely more than 5. 3. Hey, look, there were 3. 1 left. Oh, those 2. Crap. Damn it, where is it? I love that YouTube is censoring that. No, can't say that. That could be offensive to someone. This message is held for review. It's fine, YouTube. He's talking about treasure chests.
Perhaps now the sisters will trust me.
Yeah, the active GMs, yeah, a bunch of stuff.
Greetings.
It's very angry about your messages right now. I don't know if you can see that they're held for review. I don't know if it actually tells people when that happens, but yeah. No, that's not bad actually, but not what I'm looking for. Alright, let's do another tower run. So when you say huge chests, like chests that drop a ton of loot, or a lot of chests, or like what are we talking about? I want to make sure I'm on the same page here. That's not the right way to go.
I need a key.
And I need a key. It says Bows or Us V2. Because V1 had a very unfortunate death due to my stupidity. It was purely me. Not sure why I do this to myself, but I do. I'm just glad that I'm no longer recording and streaming on the same computer that I'm playing on, because this would not be happening right now. Just would not be able to handle it, guaranteed. We're level 19. Yeah, you always need mana. That's just how it goes. If you didn't need mana, I think I might be a little concerned. Yeah. Cold Red 7, we'll take it. I'm assuming you have a pretty nice rig for running a mod like this. It's pretty decent. It's 3080 Ti, Ryzen 9 3950X? Might be 3750X, I don't remember. 96 gigs of RAM, because there was something I was doing and I had 32 gigs of RAM and it pissed me off because I ran out of RAM. So I just bought another 64. I would like to get a 4080 Ti or 5080 Ti, but I don't have that kind of money, so. It's amazing how good the 3080 Ti is still years later. But you'll occasionally see a few times where it'll chug all of a sudden, like, oh, didn't like that. That was too much. I've used every bit of it. So I obviously, doing YouTube videos, video editing, it takes a lot of RAM. Also, I do real estate photography, and whenever you're processing photos, it will eat every last ounce of that RAM on you. Like, when I build again, I'm going 128. Spike Club's out now. So it is supposed to be 100x the total amount. That it is limited in some areas by the game. I don't know what it actually maxes out at. The mod doesn't tell you, but I have it set for 100, which I can show you in just a sec. But yeah, it increases the monster density. Spawns. Am I safe right here? Here, one sec. Where is this? All right, so if we look right here, we have increased monster density, and if we click on it, Okay, first off, let's not disable our mods. You can see we've got it set for 100. And if you look at it, spawn this many monster packs and unique / champion monsters, one equal vanilla, twice as many, etc. You can also enter a number less than one to reduce the number of monster packs, which seems like a terrible life choice. If you do exclamation Discord, it will give you the info. It should, assuming my bot is working right now. That's always a big assumption to make, sadly. Let's see. Is stream bot working? If it's not, I will have to... Hey, she's working right now. Yay! The amount of times that bot just randomly disables itself. I don't know why it does. It's also probably depends on the amount of spawn points available. Exactly, yes. Yeah, so there's some areas where, like, you can't walk. Other areas, kind of like the tower, there's, you know, it will increase as much as it can. So you could say it's lightly clickbait, you'd say 100x, but it does actually get up there sometimes. Like, the Chaos Sanctuary is always full. Chaos Sanctuary really sucks. Alright, we're still really hoping for that Eth rune eventually. It's so bad because it takes so long to even get to the countess because of mana. All because of mana. We must construct additional pylons. Now, that was a great time to run out of mana, wasn't it? Is there a reason you're just not shooting? Yo! How's it going, man? 2 Eth runes! The lords of RNG have spoken! Now we just have to survive getting to them. So comically enough, I cannot have Discord open on my computer while I stream. It has to be on my phone, because otherwise, all the notifications pop up. Alright, we can finally make it stealth armor. Private Realm Live. Nice. I'll have to take a look at it after the stream there. Alright, now we just need to find a 2-socket armor. Get rid of you. You suck. Yeah. I do normally multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube, but right now my internet is being so god-awful that I can only stream on one at a time. I'm just really thankful that it's not as bad as it was yesterday, where I couldn't even stream on YouTube. You stream too, but, well, start fresh together one day and we're done. Sounds good to me. I'll have to take a look at it, see how it all goes.
Yes.
See what the rules and all that are. Yeah, I guess we'll buy that. 16, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. All right, now. Oh yeah, I forgot. I do still have you there. I got rid of it. Finally, stealth. You can checklist it off so your stream doesn't get pissed. Even better. Well, stream mode inside of Discord turns off the Discord sounds. So yes, but no. I guess I would have to manually enable streamer mode for it. The reason I say yes but no is because OBS is technically on my other computer, not connected to this one. It doesn't just automatically do it. Yeah, so, and I'm way too lazy to manually do it. No, one is a laptop, the other is computer. I believe somewhere in my Discord, maybe under general, I have a photo of this set up. I think I posted a photo. All right, so now we have faster run, walk, and regenerate mana. Oh, I thought I also gave faster attack speed. Yeah, no. It's been a while since I actually cared about that stat, unfortunately. Yeah, I got sick of having frame drops happening while trying to record because my tower just wasn't good enough. Even with as good as it is, it just could not handle streaming newer games, especially this. But like Liza P, nah, I was getting like 30, anywhere from 15 to 30 frames per second. That's not okay. We're not doing that. So I went and bought a whole gaming laptop specifically for it. It's i7 4070 Ti. I think it's Ti. Pretty sure it's Ti. Like stealth should give you cloak of shadows ability, right? That'd be real nice if it did, but yeah. Really? Of all the things you can give me. Please don't be good.
I need money.
Yeah, pretty much. And the best part is, like, it's a tiny little thing too. It weighs nothing. Thank you for sucking. The reason for that is because I didn't want to have to use a crossbow. But if it was awesome, I was gonna bite the bullet and do so. The things I do to try and have a good stream, and then my internet. The one thing I can't change is still an issue. I'm gonna ask my brother to borrow the Starlink tower antenna and see if that actually works better for me. If so, I may swap over to Starlink, or see if I can set up a WAN aggregate to have essentially multiple upload streams combined into one. I was looking into it more last night, and I think I can manage it with my UDM, Unified Dream Machine Pro that I got. Not 100% sure. The wording is a little weird on it, but we'll see. Because I stream Monday through Friday, and if for some reason I'm not going to stream, I do try to post it in Discord, let people know. But I'm in Central Standard Time because I'm good old Florida, man. I usually start around 8 to 10 a.m. and do a stream for a couple hours, stop, eat some lunch, then do a second stream. That's kind of been what I've been doing lately. Diablo 2 is just one of the fun games to toss in the mix. It doesn't actually have a dedicated time slot right now. It was going to be Thursdays, but then Silksong came out, so that took priority. When Silksong came out, I did a 12-hour or 8-hour stream just for it. Oh, I need more of those. I would like to do more long streams. It's just difficult to do so because of my internet. Okay, I need that. You know, she didn't drop a single tier room. Rude. Wow, that sucks. All right, let's give these to you.
I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, so right now Mondays are Poke Monday, where we play Pokemon games. Currently working on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Was not able to stream this Monday because of, again, my internet. Tuesdays are Lords of the Fallen, until I beat that. Wednesdays are Eliza P for the foreseeable future, though I am on the final boss. But I still have the DLC, so final DLC plus final boss, which I don't think the final boss is gonna take me too long to do. I had to leave as soon as I got to the final boss yesterday, which kind of sucked, but it was fine because I didn't have the DLC ready, so it kind of works out that I didn't keep streaming and beat it. Thursdays are Silksong for probably another 2 weeks. I say it's probably not too long because I also play Silksong just whenever I have extra time. And then I think I'm going to put a Warriors game, maybe Hyrule Warriors or Dragon Quest Heroes 2 I'm not sure yet. For Thursday, and then have Diablo 2 kind of be like the random thing throughout the week. Fridays are Clear Obscure 33. And this is all sponsored by Not Enough Mana. Just remember that. No, I have no sponsors. No sponsors. No worries there. But yeah, I do hope that Starlink will be able to work, especially when you do rain aggregation. The biggest issue with things like Starlink, and I want to say my brother found out a way to get past it, is words are not coming to me. It's the IP address. You don't have your own IP. Can't think of the word. Oh, well, CGNAT. There we go. Carrier grade NAT, network address translation. Essentially, you don't have your own IP address. It's shared by 255 other people. But I believe he found a way to do IP pass-through on Starlink. If so, then it's good to go. Because I definitely need external IP access. Well, those suck, so not much better, but I guess we'll take it. Right now, I have to use AT&T 5G internet, which fortunately they allow for IP pass-through, so it works out just fine. Being connected to a DDNS server and all that fun stuff. We could get into that whole discussion. It's long. I just really wish fiber would come to my area one of these days. It's just down the streets. Then life would be better. Then I just have to worry about my garbage house that, I live in. For now. I'm actually working on building a house in the next year. Probably. In order to start the build, I need to have the upfront cost for the concrete, which is $35,000. I don't have that right now, so. Well, not only do I have to have the upfront cost, I also have to completely destroy the house I live in currently, because it's a mobile home. And before I can build, I have to remove the mobile home from the property. And about 37 years ago, this mobile home had the tongue and axle removed, so it can't move in the normal way. I have to remove it via cutting it with a sawzall. 2 to energy. Oh, that's just better. Okay. Here. Add fiber to home sensor. You're lucky. My last house had fiber, but part of being able to retire was having to give up some qualities of life and moving into a house that's paid off. So I could rent out that property and not have a mortgage, all that fun stuff, like you do. So I don't have fiber anymore. There's no excuse for fiber not to be here. There's a hub literally at the end of my street. They just don't want to come down my street yet. But it's just a matter of time. AT&T is expanding to the area, so should have it soon. Soon being within the next 5 years. I'm dumb. Okay, let's not do that. Yep. And I've asked them numerous times, what would it take for y'all to do it? And they're like, we can't. I'm like, look, money talks. If you're talking they tell me hey, it's $6,000, we'll do it. I will hand you $6,000. I don't plan to leave this area, so I've got my acre of land for the pup. He's happy. I've got my solar panels set up. I've got batteries. I'm good. I'm homestead. The only thing I don't have is a well. And I'm going to get there eventually. That way I don't have to even be on city water. And then I will build a large septic field and not be on city anything. All because I live in Florida. I don't want to be tied to anything that is tied to someone else. Because there are hurricanes here. And when a hurricane hits, you just lose everything. Oh, it's cute. You thought you had electricity and water? No. The hurricane took out all of our major infrastructure, so you're screwed. Thanks. That's how that works. So I'd like to have a well. But so power, I'm set for. If there's a hurricane and it's coming, fortunately those won't just spawn out of nowhere. I take down my solar panels, put them in the shed. That way they're safe. and then put them back up after the storm. I've got 170 kilowatt hours of battery, so that way I'm good for like a week without power. Well enough, so my channel is not actually a streaming game channel. It started off as a DIY and how-to channel. But the thing about DIY content, it's a lot. It's comically 2 Tesla batteries. Like, from the car, not Tesla Powerwalls. So my channel started off as DIY how-to, and it still is. The caveat to DIY how-to content is it's really expensive to do it, and I don't have sponsors. So like, yeah, I'm retired. I'm not retired in like the multimillionaire type of way. I'm retired in the I make enough to be comfortable way, not to do $3,000 projects every week. So like, there's one video on my channel. Well, I say one video, it's like 7 because, you know, try to capitalize on it, right? And it's building a fully tiltable solar array for 20 panels. Yeah, 20 panels. And you can tilt it with one hand once you have it balanced properly. And that project alone was literally $4,000. The videos have made 200 bucks. So like, I would love to do more content where I teach people how to do like solar stuff or off-grid stuff. I can't. Oh yeah, Tesla hates me. I do own one, mind you, but they're not a fan of me. The local Tesla service center knows me by name, and that's not a good thing. We've had words. I almost had to get legal involved. Here's the thing. The way that Tesla does repairs on their cars is they just replace everything. And they won't sell, well, now they are starting to, but they wouldn't use to sell you parts. No, they don't. Not at all. They don't like giving you your old parts, which is a violation of the Motor Vehicle Repair Act. That was a whole thing that happened a couple years back. But they also are not good at taking their own cars apart. Okay, so before we continue with that discussion, this is one of the areas where we are likely to crash because illegal spawns can happen here where they spawn out of bounds and then crash the game. So if the game just randomly crashes, don't be surprised. But they're also very bad at taking their cars apart, and they're very good at breaking their cars. And so anytime that Tesla has ever touched one of my vehicles, they've broken something. And if it were up to me, I would never take it to them, but like, my motor died. Okay, well, which was a known issue. It happens. Last time that it happened, well, not last time, the time before that it happened, they managed to fry the DAS, the driver assistance system. It's a little computer that sits above the windshield. It's what does autopilot and all that. Now, mine's older. It's a 2014. It doesn't have full self-driving or any of the fancy stuff, right? But they managed to fry the DAS. The only way that the DAS fries is if you jump the car backwards or install the battery backwards. I don't know which one they did, but they did one of them. And of course, they don't want to own up to it. But they also managed to break my windshield, which had nothing to do with my motor, because they could not flash the firmware to the new motor because they fried the DAS when they either jumped the car or put a new battery in, which they did not ask permission to do, and they put it in backwards. It's like, Apple, great products, but yeah, pretty much. No. So listen to this. We're on my soapbox right now. I'm sorry, everyone. A few people have heard these rants a few times because when I get on my tangent, it happens. Up until just literally last year, October or November, maybe it was August, I don't remember. Sometime between August and November, they had a revision of the large drive unit, which all performance models and all long-range models use. Model S and Model X, sorry, not the Model 3s or Model Ys, which are different. They finally had a revision after literally 12 years, because they've been using this motor since 2012, mind you, that made it to where the coolant for the system no longer goes into, no longer passes through the motor at all in a way that it could ever hit the electronics. The motors had a known defect where, over time, the Teflon seals that separated the coolant passages from the motor housing that allowed access to the electronic inverter, all the electronics, the Teflon seals would fail. Guaranteed, wasn't a question. It's the nature of it, you know, they're spinning really quickly. When the Teflon seals failed, then it would allow coolant to get into the inverter box. All the electronics, you would have coolant. This kind of comes as a shock to some people, but electronics and liquids don't mix. When this happens, it kills the drive unit, period. And not like, oh, maybe you can like get it working. No, it's dead. The electronics are fried. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Known issue for 12 years. Finally, in 2024, they did a revision Q. Revision Q does a coolant bypass, so that way coolant doesn't even hit the motor anymore. It never needed it. Never needed it. Ever. And somehow this isn't a major recall, and I don't understand why. I've tried speaking to a few legal entities. No one is willing to take on the case. I've given them tons of documentation and information because people far smarter than me came up with the coolant bypass before Tesla did it, and that's how they actually utilized the information from those third parties for what was needed to do this. Oh no, they definitely don't. When you figure a new motor is $6,000, no, they don't want to have to give that money back to anyone. So a lot of people don't realize this, but if there's a recall, anyone that paid for that service to be completed, Tesla is legally required to essentially cut them a check for that amount. So no, they definitely don't want a recall on this. Having to cut checks for $6,000 to hundreds of thousands of people, because as I was saying, the motors will fail. It's not, oh, maybe some motors fail. It is a 100% failure rate. 100%. Ooh, that could be nice. It's not a question of if it will fail, it's when it will fail. And that is absolutely ridiculous. And they finally have a solution to it after 12 years. And the only reason that my motor had a revision Q motor put in, because it did back in on Mother's Day, was that May? Was because I had to buy a new motor back in 2023. I had to buy a new motor because mine failed. Because back then, the coolant bypass didn't exist. Like, it was something that came to be in 2024. I want to say it was, or late 2023 after I had to pay to have mine replaced. Yeah, so I could have done a coolant bypass on the new motor that I purchased. However, whenever you buy a motor, you get a 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty. And mine died at 37,713 miles and 2 years. So they put a new motor in for free and broke something when they did that. So we'll get into that story here now in a moment. But yeah, so fortunately, since it was past the revision Q time period, they now put that in. So I don't have to worry about this with my car anymore. Yay, no more dead motors. So my car has smart air suspension. Not a feature I particularly like, because it's just another thing that can break, and it's kind of expensive when it does. Well, my car is also rooted, meaning I have backdoor access to it, essentially. It doesn't do a whole lot for me, it just lets me run strips and all that, a few automations. Since the family all has Teslas, you know, it kind of helps with maintaining the fleet, right? Well, when they removed my motor, the way that they do is they remove the rear subframe of the car. So they just take off the whole rear subframe, drop the motor. It's not required to do that, mind you, but it is the easier way, I guess. when they did that, they managed to bend the brackets for the air suspension to the leveling brackets. Essentially, it tells the car where it's sitting, so it knows if it needs to go up or down. Oh, hello, Smith. Ow, that kind of hurt. And so I go to pick the car up after they finish work, and it's sitting on the ground, just not even remotely leveling up, but only on the rear where they took out the subframes. I'm like, hey, you guys messed something up. You know, at that time I didn't know it was the leveling brackets. It's like, hey, you guys messed something up because the car's sitting on the ground, and when I gave it to you, this is gonna come as a shock. It wasn't sitting on the ground. Amazing how that works, right? And it's like, oh, our bad. We'll take it back. We'll see what we can do. And they gave me a Cybertruck for the day, which was kind of neat. I was curious about trying it out. It's ugly as hell, but it was actually really nice to drive. And so I get a message a little later, and they're like, yep, nope, there's nothing we can do because the car's rooted. It needs to have the air suspension calibration done. We can't do that because it's rooted, which is not true. I have full port access for service diagnostics. So I was like, that seems not right, but okay, I'll bite. So I get the car home, which was the worst ride you could imagine because it's sitting on the ground essentially. And so I'm like, all right, pull up, go do the calibration, right?
The order welcomes you.
So far out of spec that it can't calibrate. I was like, well, that's not what you're supposed to do. We know that. So, you know, so I'm looking at it. No, I don't need that. I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, what would make it go aspects? So I do a couple of measurements to what it should be and try to put it in. It says, cannot calibrate too far out of spec. Again, I'm like, that's really weird. So I take it over to my parents' house because my dad has essentially a shop that we utilize. It's just a large 25 by 20? 25 by 30 building that we use, so it's very easy to like put a car in. You would think, yep, but they had the cop out of, oh well, it's rooted and that's why we can't do things. And because I didn't know what the issue was, I didn't have a leg to stand on. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'll figure out what it is. And so we jack it up, we take the tires off, and you can see this bracket is like way down here. Like, you guys didn't even fucking look to see if you could figure out what the issue was, is what that means. But I know exactly what they did. They tried to run the calibration. They got the out of spec error, out of parameters, and went, oh, it must be because it's rooted. No, it's because you bent the damn bracket. So 20 minutes of bending the bracket, putting the wheel back on, send the car down, testing it, jack it back up, bend the bracket a little bit more, set it back down until we got it right. Yeah, but when I tell you that Tesla is incompetent and I don't ever want them touching my car, I mean it. If you're wondering like, oh, well, how'd they bend this bracket when they took the subframe out? If I would like to have two hands to explain this. Hold on. One moment. Too many things trying to kill me. Okay, something has spectral hit and it's really annoying. No, there's a Ghost and Death Clan. That would explain it. And if you don't have the means to check exactly. Yeah, so I also have access to Toolbox, which is their what they use to do all this stuff. Yeah, if you don't have any of that stuff, and part of root access also lets me be able to do that kind of stuff, might I add, minor detail, you're screwed. So it's really dumb. There's a lot of things that I can chastise Tesla for, but the cars are amazing. Especially now that, you know, they have fixed the motor issues that were a guaranteed failure. All right, are things gonna stop killing me for a moment so I can talk? Maybe? I think she can cover me. So whenever you drop the subframe out, as long as you drop it straight down, all's well. Well, their techs aren't great. And so when they drop the subframe, they wiggled a little bit, and when you wiggle it, these sensors that are bolted to the tire well, right next to the subframe, when it drops down and you wiggle back and forth, it makes those things go cattywampus and bends the ever-living crap out of them. No. So if I do, I don't have the means to actually root the system. Unfortunately, back in the old days, MCU1, which we're on, actually currently MCU3, but my card only goes up to 2. On MCU1, yes, I could. We had the scripts for it. It was doable. With MCU2, you have to actually physically remove it from the car, attach it to a thing that can actually read the ECM chip. I don't have those tools. And then do direct payload injection into the ECM. It's a whole thing. I don't have the tools to do that because they are very expensive. And also a bit above my intelligence level, too, might I add. I should put those blood fists on and quit procrastinating. Ah. Yeah, something they should be very much aware of and should be cognizant of when they're doing it. Like, hey, this is something that can happen during the process. We should check it. Also, I didn't mean to pick you up. 5% life stolen per hit. Well, I mean, it's technically better. Pretty low bar. Permanently rooted it is. Yep. Yeah, it's... I wish I had the ability to do so, but no. Because, yeah, I would have done it. I'm like, nope, you guys are dumb. Here you go. I also put a bypass in for my car so that way they can update all firmwares and such. Because otherwise it blocks things. And I had to tell them, like, hey, I gave them the disclosure. Car's rooted. Whenever you go to reflash for putting the motor in, because you do have to flash the whatever firmware is on there on. It said you can't put the latest version on. You have to flash what version is on the car. It will not update. And they're capable of doing that. So I was upfront with them, like, hey, it is rooted. Heads up. But it's funny, whenever it was replaced for the time that I had to pay for it, they tried to blame me for modifying my own car. Like, that's out of warranty. You know? Like, nope, my car, I can do that. Like, well, we wouldn't have had to go through all this troubleshooting if you hadn't modified the car. Like, you wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble if you hadn't broken the car. The whole reason that they were unable to flash firmware, which we had to get involved and actually manually flash just the motor firmware on that time. So Tesla could never actually fix the car. We had to get involved, remote in, and send the firmware to just the motor, so that way the car would update. But because they broke the DAS, the driver assisted system, and they didn't know it because they don't know how to troubleshoot their own stuff, they couldn't update the car because they were only trying to do a full system flash. Yep, that's just better in every way. We do slightly more damage. New character? What? New character? Yes. The other one died, sadly. This is V2. Oh, no. I don't like stepping into a thing that has a ton of enemies like that. Also, as I said, game can definitely crash in here, so I have to be careful. I mean, there's nothing I can do to prevent it from crashing. It's just something that can happen. No, because as long as I don't have to have them touch it, I love my car. It is wonderful. So the older Teslas have what's called free unlimited supercharging, meaning this goes up to 2016 and a half, so July of 2016. As long as it wasn't salvaged or rebuilt or sold to a dealer, it will have free unlimited supercharging. I can go to any supercharger in America, and it costs me nothing to charge my car. So I can travel America for free. And autopilot it's not full self-driving, but it's good enough that it takes all the stress off of driving. So, and it just works. And also because I have solar at my house and all that fun stuff, it also costs me nothing to charge my car at home. 11 in mana. Yep, we need that. 14 life, not so much. Exactly. So, I have a Planet Fitness membership, not because I go to the gym to work out. I should, since I pay for this. But so that way, when I travel, I can just, oh my God, that's a lot of people. Go to Planet Fitness and shower, and then at night, whenever it's time for me to crash, I just blow up an air mattress in the back of the car and I can sleep back there. So I don't pay for a hotel, and I don't, I get showers, at Planet Fitness because they're all across America. It's fun. Or like Hurricane Sally, when that hit, there's a video on my channel about that as well. I was not at this house, I was at my last house where I did not have solar and all that fun stuff. So what I did, knowing that a hurricane was coming, is I charged my car to 100%. I was without power for 7 days, which all things considered is pretty good. Not that big of a concern because a lot of places, we're starting to get power within a few days, so I could drive if need be. But obviously with no power, there's no AC. So me and Iz just cuddled up in the car, and I just kept the AC on and slept with the AC on. Kept it, 70 degrees in the car. It was wonderful. So I was still able to comfortably sleep even though there was no power. It's wonderful. And like I've tried to explain this to people. Now, the one thing that my car can't do, that would be really nice if it could, but it's fine, is it cannot do bidirectional charging. Meaning I cannot take power from my car and give it to my house, which is fine. It's not an issue. And nowadays, since I have solar and battery backups, it's fine. Really wish I had more mana. I mean, back when I lived with my parents, we had a pool, or they still have a pool, so I guess whenever I go over there, they don't live far away. What we would do anytime there's hurricanes, we would just spend pretty much the whole day in the pool, because hurricanes never happen when it's cool out. It only happens when it's 100 degrees in August with 3 million% humidity and all the love bugs and mosquitoes. And so it's just hell. It's so terrible every time it happens. And it definitely will happen when it's cool because a hurricane can't handle that. A hurricane dies if it's cool out. So, yeah, it's always miserable after a hurricane here. So funnily enough, I'm currently building a 20 by 20 shed that will serve two purposes. One, for the time being, because as I said earlier, I live in a mobile home, it will be a storm shelter. So that way if a storm hits, I just hop into the 20 by 20 and all is well. It's going to be built to Miami-Dade code standards, so it should be able to withstand up to 180 mile per hour winds. Eventually, I will be living in the 20 by 20. Not something I particularly want to do, but will be needed for when I go to build my house. As I said, I have to disassemble this mobile home, cut it with a sawzall to pieces, and take it to a dump. Or, well, honestly, I'll just buy a dumpster at that point. Ow! Something hit me hard. And so I'll just be living in the 20 by 20 in the meantime. I've done 36 solar panels on my house, but batteries are so dang expensive. Still 20 kilowatts is about... Whew. Well, to be fair, if I were to pay to have the system I have, which I have an 18 kilowatt hour system, or 18 kilowatt system, if I were to pay for it, it would be a 6-figure system. I'm in at 10 grand. Like, if you can create a BMS to manage the Tesla batteries. Oh, speaking of which, my string shut off, turn back on. If you can create your own BMS and buy Tesla batteries, you can buy essentially a Tesla battery pack for about 4 grand, which is 85 kilowatt hours of power. Absolutely insane. Yeah, if you look on my channel and just do JoeMartinMVC solar, you'll find the build of the solar panels, tiltable solar array. I will never advocate for panels on a building because you're just asking for nightmares. Squirrels like to chew on it. It's 5 to energy, 2 to life. I have an idea. Squirrels like to chew on it. It's just a place for roof leaks to happen. I'm not a fan. Well, I definitely just hit that button twice. It's fine. Yeah, so I built a tiltable solar array. I need to build 2 more for all my panels and then expand a little bit and then buy new inverters that are better than my ancient ones I've got. Yeah, walking into any room just sucks. But at least we're able to kind of do some damage now. Kill things. Also on players 1. Let's see, 8 mana. I'll take the fast rate recovery. What do I think about cloud seeding / geoengineering to try and stop hurricanes from forming? Is it a good thing, or are we going to screw with nature and find out the hard way eventually? I think there could be benefits of it, but I think if we're not careful, we will destroy the planet. So right now, whenever we do cloud seeding, we can't do any large amounts of cloud seeding. So that's something to be aware of. Like, a lot of people think cloud seeding is this huge thing that caused like the issue in Texas that happened where there were these massive floods, or the massive floods have been happening. We don't have the capability of doing that right now. Right now, the amount of chemical that gets put into the atmosphere to do cloud seeding is like the size of a Skittle. I'm not kidding. It's not much. I'm not against the idea of doing it, but I would want some way to test it first, make sure it's not going to cause some other massive issue. And I'm not smart enough to know what that would take. Where I live, luckily I don't have to worry about that. Also, tornado stuff are not on the menu here. Tornadoes are very, very rare here. I say as to have touched down in my backyard. But hurricanes are definitely an issue. But the good thing about hurricanes is they don't just sneak up on you. It's not like tornadoes that just like randomly come and destroy everything. You have no notice. So if I know that a hurricane is coming, I just take down all my panels. While I do believe that my array could handle it, that's not the concern, believe it or not. It's all the debris flying into them and destroying them. Which is a thing. But, I mean, if we could do geoengineering, I don't see a reason why we necessarily shouldn't, as long as we can make sure it doesn't destroy it. Essentially terraforming at that point, which is something that we're obviously looking into since we're wanting to colonize other planets where terraforming would definitely be required. So, funny story, I recently went to Vegas, which don't recommend, place is a shithole. The dregs of society are there. When I say Vegas, I mean literally Las Vegas. Like, I'm sure Nevada's great. I'm sure Las Vegas, that is not the Strip or the hotels, casinos, gambling area, are probably great. It was 113 degrees and 3% humidity. My nose was bleeding the whole time. Anyway, they have what's called the Sphere. It is this giant LED screen, and it's awesome. And they will do like movies and things on it. They had this one. It was Postcard from Earth is what they called it. And it was pretty neat. Like, it was beautiful seeing it in literally like full 360 degrees. Wow, that sucks. However, at the end, like the whole premise of it is they're reviving someone after a long like time through space, to get to another planet to colonize it. Well, they have to terraform the planet. They get there, and they have to do this because Earth has been destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but like terraforming has kind of screwed it a bit, right? Or not terraforming, humans have screwed it a bit. And because of that, they have to send people out to colonize another planet. Cool, we get it. General idea, right? Sci-fi all the time. Well, they get there. They get to this planet that kind of looks like Mars or whatever. Well, I think it's Saturn, actually, because it has rings. And when they get there, they drop a terraforming seed that immediately terraforms the whole planet. Like, as soon as they drop it on the ground, grass and trees and everything just starts sprouting up. And so I have a really serious question. If we've got these terraforming seeds that can do this, why the fuck didn't we just drop it at Earth and just re-terraform Earth to fix the issue? This is why I'm not good for sci-fi movies. Or most movies in general. I get angry. But like, seriously, if we have terraforming seeds, why aren't we using it on our own planet? Why do we have to go to another planet? You already said like 95% of humanity died. Exactly. That's purely the reason, yes. But like, when I saw that, it just pissed me off. Stupid things. I will say, like, the nature scenes they did with it, which I assume they did with a drone and a 360 camera, obviously, were absolutely gorgeous. Who needs logic? Logic's overrated. Logic's for dumb people. Well, you know, I'm having to use a lot of potions, which is something that I always try to avoid doing. And it hasn't been that bad. Like, enough potions drop. So I guess it's less of an issue with a high density like this. Usually it's a big issue because, you know, you aren't able to kill enough monsters to where you always have potions dropping. It's the reason I have not done a trap sim. Because I really want to, but you get no mana back for... Damn it. Oh, they're good too. What's this garbage? I'm gonna use them for now.
I'll put that to good use.
Well, what major lesson learned from that movie? Yeah, right. Trap sims don't get mana back for kills because the traps don't count as you.
Good day.
Yeah. So I haven't found another, sorry, what was that? No. So I've not found another 1 mana ring after each kill. That was... How did I not see those? They've just been chilling on the ground. Yeah, so maybe I'll try a trap sin eventually because there's enough mana potions dropping. That should not be an issue. That's always my hang up with doing trap sims because they're awesome, but mana is such a nightmare until you have insight. And I don't get insights for a long time on 100x monster density. I will be level 40 before I even potentially have it. Because getting a soul rune is not a quick thing. Or force like a pole arm. Alright, well this Amazon is doing better on players 1, noted. But when I do the traps in, I am going to, of course, have mods because that's what we do here. And one of them is unlimited traps. So, you know, normally you're limited to, what's it, 5 traps on screen at a time? Nah, screw that. As many as you can throw. Because why not? Where's the fun if you're not doing that? Alright, don't know what's hurting me so much, but something is.
I need mana.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I want to put more points into multi-shot, but mana is an issue. Oh, for sure. Imagine what's the fire trap called? The one that shoots the mountain chevrons or triangles, arrows. That trap. Imagine just like 20 of those. I don't. We will test how hot my. Oh, by the way, my office is very warm right now because my computer is cooking. It's very toasty. I'm sure you're very surprised to hear this information. Very hot. And this is the only room in my house that's actually properly insulated. Because initially when I moved in here, I thought, oh, I'll go ahead, I'll just rebuild the trailer from the ground up and do closed cell foam insulation all throughout, all that fun stuff, put a new roof on. And then I thought about, I'm just going to build a house. That way it's exactly what I want. Because at the end of the day, if I rebuild this place, it's still a trailer, a mobile home. Which means it's terrible. Well, yeah, pretty much. Low reactor. Okay, I'm surprised we didn't have a crash. Huzzah. But I do want to do this now. We're going to do another countess run and hope we get a tier rune or two. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a mobile home, it's still a trailer. So I was like,
Yes.
nah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to tear it down and build new.
Hello.
Because it's 14 by 65. It's not that large. And because it's 14 feet wide by 65 feet long, it's just bad. Like, there's no space to actually do anything. Your rule to play by before playing for the game. Make sure you can survive most fights without potions, then you won't die against Uriel. If that happens, I'm going to rage quit on stream, just so you know. And that's a very D2R thing too, because there really wasn't much of a loading screen there in vanilla regular Diablo 2. No, I actually am concerned each time I go into like tower level 5 or go through any entryway that I'm going to die the second I step in, because that happens. Yeah, with the home only being 14 feet wide, there's not a whole lot of like walk room between things. It's really frustrating at times. So, if I can just build my actual house, will be 40 by 40. And yes, the living room, kitchen, dining room area is still gonna be 14 feet by 40 feet wide, but it will be better. Okay, that would have been nice like a long time ago.
I'll put that to good use.
So I'll build it, and I will. The only part that I can't do myself, or myself as me and my best friend, is the concrete. I just can't manage a slab that large. Like the largest I can manage is 20 feet. So I do have to pay someone to do that, and I will also be paying to have whoever it is do the roughing for the plumbing as well. And that's about $35,000 is my estimate so far. After that, I can... Oh, that's a lot. I can build all the walls, do the roof, do the siding, do all that myself. Once it's fully dried in, then one room at a time I will build. I will insulate, drywall, or insulate... No. I will do electrical, insulation, drywall. Finish up that room, go on to the next one. Once all 3.5 bedrooms are done, because one will be an office. Well, I'll do the master bedroom, do the master bathroom, and then work on all the other bedrooms and bathrooms. Do them one at a time, then do the kitchen, and then do the floor. That entirely depends on my wallet. If money's not an issue, 2 months. If money is an issue, I expect it to take me about 6 to 8 months. Because, as I said, I'll be paying that $35,000 up front, like cash in hand. So I have to wait until I have that. Once I do that, it's going to cost me about another 60 to 80,000, depending on how fancy I get. Oh yes, very doable. Well, and I've done full remodels in houses for the last 12 years. I gotta think of how long it's been. So everything I'll be doing is nothing new to me. I've done, I've done multiple roofs, done siding, done all plumbing, done electrical, done drywall, flooring. You name it, I can do it. I'll be installing mini splits in each room because screw central AC units. Mini splits are the way to go. 100%. So I'll install those as I go. The kitchen will be a fun time because I will be custom building all my cabinetry. So I'll have to set up a workshop just for that because, that's not what I needed. Because whenever you do cabinetry work, because you want to make sure all of your cuts are exactly the same and all that fun stuff, you set up a jig on each one for each step of the way, so that way you can cut it all exactly the same. So I'll be building all my custom cabinetry. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for countertops. I was thinking I might do... I hate that I'm keeping that. I might do concrete. Okay, we're starting to run out of room. Thankfully, I'm a very basic, simple person. I will not be doing anything crazy. Most things will be very standard. So I'll be doing 9-foot walls. And the only, there will be 2 crazy areas. By crazy, I mean things that are not just simple flat walls or flat ceilings. I will have ceiling fan boxes in the master bedroom and in the living room. But otherwise, everything will be very flat, very simple. The bathrooms will be custom built, yes. I'll be doing my own shower and all that fun stuff. But it's honestly not too time consuming. I can knock out a shower in 2 days, you know. I have a drywall lift, so lifting up all the drywall to do the work, not an issue. Taping and mudding will take a while, but if I'm only doing one room at a time, it makes it where I don't completely hate my life. Because I don't like doing drywall mudding at all. But I will be doing it. And I'm not great at it. I'm proficient. I can teach you how to do it. I can do it well. I can get a great finish. But I'm not a drywall pro, you know. These people who can skim coat a wall beautifully in 2 passes. That ain't me. I'm gonna have to go over it a couple times to get that perfect finish. But it won't be perfect when I get done. But yeah, the house will be 40 by 40 with a 30 by 30 garage. So should be kind of nice. Washer and dryer will be out in the garage, that way I don't have to deal with all that. Everything will be fully insulated. I'm going to do 2x6 wall construction, which will cost a pretty penny. One big donation or sponsor. I'm saying you're investing more charisma and intelligence points than other streamers, so well, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Now, if only my internet would cooperate, it would help so much more. Hopefully with Starlink that will make a bit of a difference, actually. No, I don't expect to ever get sponsors. You know, I'm at, what, 5,300 subs right now? It's... You don't really start to get sponsors until you have 10 times that amount. And that's fine. You know, I've thought about doing a video series when I build the house, just for people who may want to enjoy it or learn things. There will definitely be a lot of videos made from it, just to teach people how to do certain aspects of things in there, but... Yeah, I don't expect to have a sponsor or anything like that for any of this type of stuff. And me talking about this is not me, like, asking people for money. It's just talking about, you know, ideas and plans. That's all. But, like, so I'll be doing 2x6 wall construction. The reason for that, again, I live in Florida, but also I live in Florida. So there are two reasons you would do 2x6 wall construction. You can have more insulation in the wall. Wonderful. And it's also a little bit stronger than 2x4 framing. So I'll be doing 2x6 wall construction so I can have 5.5 inches of insulation in the wall to create a better seal. Also, this will... The insulation that I wanted to do, and the reason I'm not doing it, would be closed cell foam insulation, which I love. It is the best thing you can do. It will glue a structure together completely, but I would be spending about $40,000 in just insulation if I did 5.5 inches of insulation. I'd have to remath it again for what it is if I do 2 inches of insulation and then go to open cell after that. But regardless, I will still be doing closed cell foam insulation around all of the gaps, or not all the gaps, but around every stud. So, you have your stud, but you have your 2 2x6s. I need to kill them before they kill me. Hold on. So, whenever you build a wall, you have a bottom plate, studs, and top plate. And then on the outside, you have plywood that goes onto that, and then drywall on the inside. In the middle of it, you have your insulation. Well, one thing that most people don't realize is where your plywood or OSB meets the studs, there's air leakage. Air leakage is the biggest thing that will affect you when it comes to two things. A, losing air, so losing heat and cooling, and B, sound. So a lot of sound travels through that. Kind of. We'll talk about that in a moment. Well, the way that you guys do brick and mortar over there is very different than how we do it over here. So I'll explain how we do it, and you'll understand why I say, kind of. But over here, I was saying, so around that sub bay where the plywood meets the stud, there's a lot of opportunities for air and noise leakage. So I'll be taking spray foam going around the whole stud bay, on every single stud bay, and studs are 16 inch stud center, so it's going to be a lot of studs. Whole lot of studs, anyway. And putting spray foam, and then putting my probably rock wool insulation in there, just because that's better than the pink stuff. Now let's talk about what you just brought up, brick and mortar. So I know across the pond, you guys actually do real brick and mortar on a lot of things, and you also do real cinder block, where you have the house built out of bricks. We don't have that here anymore. That's something that we used to do back in like the 1940s, 50s, 60s, or much, much older. And now all the brick you see here is called a veneer, a brick veneer. So you have, I need to kill these, hold on. So you'll have the exact same wall that I mentioned with 2x4, 2x6 plywood, house wrap around it, and then you have what are called brick ties, which are these little pieces of squiggly pieces of metal that bend at a 90-degree angle, attach to the plywood, and then stick out 4 inches. Then the brick is actually built 1.5 inches away. I believe it's 1.5 inches. Might be a little bit more. Might be 3/4 of an inch. Regardless, away from the wall, so that way there's airflow, so that way things can dry out between them. And then the brick is attached to those brick ties, and that's it. The brick is not structural in any way. But what what it is good for in terms of hurricanes is if something flies at the house, the brick is more durable than just vinyl. So what I'll be doing is I will be doing 4 feet of brick and then vinyl above that. So the bottom half of the house is at least somewhat more protected. Yup. It's for show. It does nothing structurally. Which is not how houses used to be made. It was made out of brick. But how dumb is that? Also, brick is no longer decode here, so you can't even do that if you wanted to. You can get away with insulated concrete foundation, or ICF, which is insulated cinder blocks. But there's a lot that goes in that, and it is very expensive. And honestly, not as good as you would think. Oddly enough.
Not enough money.
There's a lot of enemies here. And it's a lot of enemies everywhere. Yeah, welcome to my TED Talk about construction today, apparently. Whenever I get on a tangent, this happens. Falchion, small charm, nothing needed over there. I hit the wrong button. I know you do. Oh, we're about to hit level 22. Yeah, boy! How many skill points we got? 4 skill points. That's not what I meant to do. I would love to use, but not really a good idea to do so. Now with the mana issues I already have. Ooh, heavy gloves. Probably not better than the blood fist, but death? Oh.
This place is eerie.
Yeah. Is it eerie? Are you sure? And then left. That's actually not terrible. Alright, so catacombs can also crash it, but that's only happened like twice. Okay, doggo cam, just kind of moving around for no reason. Now, how long is it going to take for me to find level 2 and then the waypoint, then level 3, level 4? Oh my god, hi. Yep, I don't want to be in that room. Who did it? Where's the ghostly? I have to say this life leech is coming in clutch. So the reason I'm actually using multi-arrow over explosion arrow, because explosion would technically be better, is because of the life leech. Because explosion is not life leech on, you know, the explosion, which is a very large issue. They must be behind that door. That's dangerous. Check here. Oh, negative 25. Yeah, no, I don't want to be anywhere near you. Not with the amount of fire and lightning in here. It's like the fairy tale, the wolf and the 3 pigs, and the pigs build a brick house, the wolf cannot blow away. Exactly, yeah. Like I said, brick could be better, but I do plan to do some brick around the house just because I hate vinyl for some stuff. Like, vinyl is great. It's quick, it's easy, but it breaks. So if you can have, like, the bottom half of your house where you're going to be hitting it with the weed eater, the lawnmower, all the fun stuff, have that be brick and the rest vinyl, it will never be an issue. Also, if you properly install vinyl, it never flies off, which is an issue that happens to a lot of people because they don't know how to do it right. Ooh, hello. Once I'm not dying, we'll see what you are. Is it possible to adjust sensitivity? It is a mod from Nexumods.com. Use the D2R mod manager to install mods, of which I still need to make the video on how to do all that. I just have not done so. Sorry, guys. Ooh, that's just all around better. Yeah, boy. Ah, crap, it ran out. That's not good. So, obviously, this is not on BattleNet. This is purely offline. Thanks for checking it out. Awesome. And the mods I'm using are in the description of the stream, so you can see all the ones I'm using in case you want to search for those yourselves. And if you have any questions about how to install them or utilize them, you can always comment on the video or pop into my streams. I am live every day, Monday through Friday at least, and I do tend to also do some weekend streams. So you can always hop in and ask questions, and I'll help you the best I can. No, I feel like it's going to be over there. But one thing that's going to help me a lot, and the longer I wait, the more it helps. My best friend is a superintendent for a construction company, so he can actually get a lot of materials. Okay. That's not usually where that happens. Well, that sucks. I just lost that amulet. Okay. Very well. At least I assume I lost it. Because usually whenever it crashes, you lose a few minutes worth. As I was saying, my best friend is a superintendent for a construction company, which is kind of awesome. So whenever they have a house or something that is finished building and they don't need materials, I got to keep it. Hell yeah! He gets to take him home, so he's gonna get a lot of the plywood for me. He already has all the shingles. The plywood alone is like $15,000. So that will help save a lot of money. The shingles are like $6,000, so I get to save that cost. I guess let's go take on the countess again. Though it is very concerning that it crashed as soon as I went to go into Cat 2. He would be able to give me a lot of the 2x material as well, but since I'll be doing 2x6 framing, unfortunately I have to eat that. That's about $6,000 in just 2x material. Flooring. So really the main thing that he'll be saving me money on will be the plywood, the shingles, the house wrap, and the brick. He's like, yeah, I can get you as much brick as you want. It just sucks to load it. Because he can only... Well, actually, he might be able to do it now before it goes in the dumpster. It used to be he could only take it after it went in the dumpster. I think now that he's a superintendent, he can get it before it goes in the dumpster. So maybe if I can find like a pallet jack or something, I could more easily take it that way. Now I have to go search for a pallet jack. Damn it. Because I'm going to need like 3 pallets of brick, I think. Maybe a little bit more. But getting brick for free is a huge one. Weird. So it's concerning that it crashed the moment we went to go into Cat 2. I've never had that happen. So we're going to try again after we kill Countess again and hope for a tier room. They make life so much better if we find one. If it happens again, we'll set monster density to 1 temporarily, so that way we can get through it. Oh yeah. Well, honestly, no. Materials-wise, for what I'm building would be... for the house I'm building, if I were to pay someone to build it, would cost probably about $500,000. I'll be doing it for 100 grand, give or take. It's not the materials, it's definitely the labor. So like, let's say you want to put a new roof on a house. I can do it for $3,000 to $6,000 depending on how large of a house I'm doing, right? If I were to pay someone, it would be about $20,000. Framing the house, building the walls and everything, you're looking at $30,000. I'm gonna do it for about $6,000. And drywall, I don't even know. I know it would be a lot of money though. All the installation, I'd be looking at probably $30,000, $40,000 for the cheapest installation if I paid someone. Flooring is usually like $7 a square foot, sometimes 12 to 14. Just in labor. Like, the labor is ridiculous. So being able to do it all myself will save me hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it will all be to code because, hey, I know all that. Yay. I wish I didn't. I've considered getting my GC, my general contractor's license, because I could probably pass the test pretty quickly. I probably failed the first time just because I don't know what's on the test, But I would say I could probably pass it the second time, no issue. But if I'm building my own house, it's not as important. So, damn it. Etherin, huh? Tal Eth. Well, we got... That's good at least, but not what I needed. With tears. Alright, labor's most expensive. It's really nice. Well, I always when people ask me, like, well, how'd you learn how to do all that? This game comes as a shock to you. I grew up poor. If I didn't know how to do it, guess what? It didn't get done. Or back when I was growing up, if my father didn't know how to do it, like, it's amazing what being poor does for teaching you how to do things. How'd you learn how to do that? I had to. And it's always funny when I talk to someone who, yeah, like, well, I mean, you learn, you teach yourself, do a little bit of research, Nowadays, it's a whole lot easier to learn than back when I first started, now that we have YouTube and everything. Yeah, you learn by doing it a lot of the time back then. It's always funny when I talk to someone who grew up, like, decently wealthy. They're always amazed by what I can do. Like, yeah, I didn't have a choice. Like, what do you mean? When you, like, you had the luxury of paying someone exorbitant amounts of money to do this thing? Man, that sounds really nice. Or like just yesterday, my best friend and I were talking because he was helping me finish up the preparation for the shed to pour concrete Saturday. He's like, well, we had some material left over for putting rebar down and having it be slightly off the ground. He's like, well, do you want these for next time we do this? I'm like, hopefully next time I do this, I'm paying someone to do it. I don't want to be doing this again in the future. No, next time I do anything like this, I want to be paying someone to do it. Ah, damn it, we didn't get the map. Like, that's the dream, to be able to pay someone to do work. How did you die? This stream is going so much better than last night's. Internet is actually cooperating and it's wonderful. You have enough mana, shut up. Kill the shaman! Just be safe. How did I miss you with all those arrows I shot down there? You actually do it yourself and how much work. That's true. Like, I appreciate the work far more. A lot of construction workers who worked so bad, it was easier for me to do it myself better. That is sadly very true. I mentioned this much earlier in the stream. Well, not much earlier. I think I was in the jail. I do real estate photography as well. And if you saw some of the shit I saw, like, how's that passing any sort of code? Like, You must know the inspector really well. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna go to town first because usually that saves progress. Yeah, like how did that pass? It should not have passed. Oh, I'm low on arrows. Got it. 42, 240. I need to sell those and buy those back.
Greetings.
Attempts to enhance defense. 2 to life. Nah. Yeah, I've seen some really shoddy work over the years. Hey, it didn't crash. Yay. Question is, what made it crash last time? What illegal spawn happened? So I've never had a crash. Ooh, hello. I've never had a crash on Cat 2 before, so that's a new one. Nah. Really sucks when we walk in a room and it's completely full. It'd be really nice if I had some mana leech somewhere, but I don't. We're just gonna. Or if we can find a damn tier rune. Tier rune would be really nice too. Oh, Jesus. I don't think this is the right way, but... Like, I want to put more points into multi-shot, but I just can't yet. Alright, there's level 3. Wow, that sucks. Garbage. I will say, as much as I hate not having mana, I'm having really fun with this character. It's been a long, long time since I played a Bozon. Someone recommended it on one of my other streams. It's like, yeah, all right, we'll try it. No, it's actually pretty fun. Though I'm tempted to try and find a don't consume arrows mod. So I just don't have to worry about it. I'm sure it exists somewhere. Speaking of. Yeah, room full of nightmares. Great, my favorite. So today is Thursday, right? Yeah. So tomorrow morning we will be playing Clear Obscure 33 at around 8, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. For reference, currently 4:41 p.m. Let's see. Just gotta find the waypoint, but it's not over here. There's a unique bow that shoots magic arrows, so it basically has unlimited arrows. That's always nice. I just have to find it. Thing is, I have quite a few awesome bows in my stash, but I'm not using any items that I found previously. So I don't know why I keep all the items since I don't ever use them. Open the casket. Thank you. I clicked on it like 17 times. It just would not open. Also, I'm so glad that I replaced the buttons in my mouse years ago with ones that can actually withstand doing this. The Logitech G903 cannot handle it otherwise. Yeah, so like, and some people made comments in the past like, hey, you know, it's less fun if you're not using, like if you're not finding the items. And I get it. And I kind of agree, but it's also fun to like hey, I found this awesome item on another character. I would like to use it on a new character type thing. You know, so it's okay that we're going potion and just spray and pray, baby. Kukushikaku? Yeah, that one. I thought it fired exploding arrows. Is it magic? There's so many. Oh wait, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. Kukushikaku puts a point in explosive arrows, synergies, and it's free real estate. Yes. Well, I'll show this off in just a moment once I am not being killed. Yeah, sorry. I didn't have time to read the whole message before I started replying. That was on me. Nope, I just used 2 potions at once. Whoops. So one of my mods is expanded synergies, which makes mods better, of course. Or it makes synergies better, not mods. Well, probably mods too. Hey, do you think she needs mana? Look at this garbage. Oh, I can't hide my camera, but hold on. Fire arrow plus 500% average fire damage per second. Whoever did the expanded synergies for this really liked immolation arrow. That's what that means. Like, it's funny because it's the same creator that's done all of the expanded synergies mods that I use. And you can tell what skills he really likes and doesn't like. He was a huge fire druid fan. The irony being that fire sucks in this game. Unless you have one of my mods installed, which is the remove monster immunities mod. And the whole reason for that is that way I can play with whatever skills I want and be able to enjoy the game. So it removes their immunity. It does not, however, remove the resistances. It just literally puts them 1 point below immunity. So they still don't take a whole lot of damage at times.
Good evening.
But when you have just the most ridiculous friggin' fire damage in the world, it doesn't matter that much, you know? Need to get rid of a lot of this. Okay, so Project G2 approach, they made most of the skills deal half physical, half fire. I like that idea. I could get behind that. Oh, I meant to. Damn it. We're gonna go back. I want to show off the items that we've found. Like, I find a lot of garbage. I rarely make it to hell with my characters, but like, you know, we got some neat stuff. More blood fists. I guess I could use that at some point. All the 4 socket halberds. So this is one thing that I will do when the time comes for insight. I will grab one of these once I have a soul rune. I'm not gonna sit there and try to farm the damn thing. And all my rings, that would be really nice to use. Specifically, like, I don't know, that 1 to mana after each kill. Of course, in the angelics, got some good stuff here. Twitch there would be awesome to use, but just all the things. Oh, I already have a Spirit Heraldic Shield. Yeah, like, amazing things. Yeah, I've got some really good stuff. Like, Gorfoot would be awesome to use right now. Well, I guess it's not as good as I thought it was. No, I'm thinking of... Is it Triskathon? Which one is it? I guess some Silk Weaves. Goblin Toe. Goblin Toe would be really good with the Crushing Blow. Yeah, so I've got some, like, nice items would be cool to use, but we're not using them. Alright, let's see if we can find level 4. Also, nice thing about multi-shot, it just clears the room. I learned early on that when you're doing high monster densities, you cannot use teleport staffs. Not on hardcore, at least. Not a good life choice. You will die when you teleport into a massive crowd and get unlocked. Ask me how I know. Oh, normal healing potion. I don't have enough fire resistance for this, guys. I have 5. Come on. I need to adjust my loot filter moving forward, which will be for next stream, honestly, but... So I think after we beat Indariel, I'll do a couple of Indariel and Countess runs, and then probably call it there. After this, things get a lot quicker, usually. It's typically Act 1 that takes me the absolute longest, which we're at, 2.5 hours. 3 hours? 3 hours, 2 minutes for Act 1. Granted, some of that was farming Countess when I didn't really need to, but... Because at some point I also need to log into Genshin and do that. Oh, come on. Okay, once I have, like, life and mana seal, well, mana seal, things should go a whole lot easier for me, I hope. And then I can put more points into multi-shot to get more damage. Though once I hit 24, I should probably try out Immolation Arrow, see how well it works. I imagine quite well, given what I see. So the life leech, though, is coming in clutch over here. Just keep shooting. We've got potions. Got plenty of potions. Don't you worry your sweet little heart. You probably also need arrows. I'm actually doing okay on this. Well, that's not much new. Now let's get rid of you because you're kind of a jerk. This is like the third one of the caps that we found for Infernal Craniums. So obviously whenever we beat Indariel, we do have to glitch her because, best drops you can get there. Which is very easy to do. Just after you beat her, make sure you take her town portal back to the camp, talk to Warv, head east, exit game. Okay, almost midnight, gotta go. I appreciate you being here, Ruba. Have a good one. Thanks for the talking stream. I appreciate it, man. Look forward to seeing you more, hopefully. Yeah, so we'll be wrapping things up here soon anyway, so no worries. I just have to get to Indariel, which hopefully we'll be able to beat her. If I could ever find her. Mana is the bane of my existence right now. This should be level 4. Alright, here goes nothing. As long as I can keep my distance, I'll be safe. Because she, her poison does serious number on me. I need to clear everything else out around her. Alright. Yep, that's what I expected when I opened that door. If we were one more level, we could have used Immolation Arrow, and that would have been wonderful. To answer that in a moment.
Not enough mana.
Gotta make sure everything is dead because she is too much of a threat. Actually, once I beat Indariel, that's where I'm gonna call it. Usually, that's fair. I should probably keep some of those with me, honestly, but. Alright, spray and pray in this room. Potions. If I could hit her from afar, that'd be perfect. Where she doesn't even come this way. But of course, I can't actually tell if I'm hitting her. The last thing I want is for her to have a fanaticism war, I can tell you that. Is it only 30 seconds? Oh, I thought it was longer than that, man. Get rid of him, because he's a jerk. Shamans suck to hit, by the way. There she is. Alright, she found me. So the other fun thing is because there's so much stuff on the ground, I can very easily die. Alright, cool. That went better than I expected. I'm not used to fighting around players 1, by the way. Alright, so now we just need to make sure to take her down portal, talk to her of nothing else, and then exit. And that bugs her, and I'll show you. Caravan is prepared. Okay. Save and exit. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Squeezy. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, man.
Good day. Greeting. Now the
So I have to kill her again real quick, but that's fine.
greetings.
I got garbage.
Well,
Surprise. I don't know how many people know this, but in Diablo 2 Resurrected, there's a permanent bug they have said we just can't fix it for Indariel, where if you do this, it just permanently glitches her to where she has the higher drop table. And people probably be like, yeah, we can't fix it, sorry. Just embrace it. Thank you for the sub as well, appreciate it. We just have to do another Indariel run is what that means. Alright, so where was level... There it is. The issue is I can't just like run to it. I have to kill everything along the way. Alright, so I guess I'm not going to show it off. Because the game crashed. Anyway. Alright, so on that note, I think that's a good point for us to call it quits. We completed Act 1. Next time we play Diablo 2, we'll probably do Acts 2, 3... Depending how it goes, 4 and 5 as well. But we'll see how it goes. But I do appreciate everyone being here. It's been a blast. Thanks for streaming. It was entertaining. Well, I appreciate it, man. Sometimes it does. But as always, if you guys like the content I'm putting out, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all new content that comes out. And until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day and or night. Bye-bye.